Hello, this is Liam Horrocks, and this is my single camera techniques presentation. So first of all, what is single camera techniques? Well, single camera production only uses one camera for different shots used in their production. So you have two different ones, which is single camera techniques and multi-camera techniques. When you use a single camera, that means you only use one camera for the entire production of one movie or TV show. To make it easy for the production team, they film one actor saying all of their lines and then switch to the next. This saves them time, as they can get a lot more done in a shorter amount of time than it would normally take. This technique gives the director more control of each shot, even though it's more time consuming. So basically, a single camera technique gives the director more control of what to film. Advantages using single camera techniques. It's not very cost effective to use a production, only using one camera instead of a few, and so is great with low budget productions. It's easy to set up or take down only one camera as it isn't time consuming. So basically, if you're working with 5 cameras and they take half an hour to set up or take down, that'll take a very long time. But if you're just using one camera, then you can get it set up in about the same time. You spend less time editing, as all the footage is taken on one camera and is all in chronological order. It is easy for the producer to control each shot, as they don't have to concentrate on other shots being used, like I said before. Disadvantages use single camera techniques. The production takes a lot longer to complete, as you have to set up and take down one camera for each singular shot that you are making. So basically, if you're just using one camera, the production could take about a month or two longer, as it's different to using 5 cameras, for example. If the camera breaks and all your footage is lost unless you back it up. So unless you back it up onto a USB or SD card, then all of your footage is lost and you have to redo the whole production again. It may be difficult to reproduce scenes only using one camera. That's basically similar to the last point. There is a lot of repetition as you repeat the same shot with different angles multiple times. So now we go on to the different genres of single camera techniques which is commonly used, and one of them is comedy. So comedy is the majority of comedy shows have closed endings with a single narrative, like every day is a brand new day and a brand new episode in their life. Characters in comedy shows tend to relate to family figures, like Fresh Meat has the moody teenager, the father/mother figure, and the dense character. The in-between is also a good example of this. Comedies usually tend to be low budget, so single camera techniques suit this genre. The next genre is soap operas, and so soap operas usually have open endings and have a variety of micro-narratives. For example, in Coronation Street there are usually 3 storylines, and one can end on an episode while the others carry on over to future episodes. Soap operas usually have a variety of characters, like the rebellious teen, a smooth businessman, and a promiscuous female. Soap operas are commonly single camera, but they can also work with multi-camera, as they are usually kind of low production, but with big storylines such as Coronation Street's train crash, they could use multi-cameras. The next genre is crime dramas, and so crime dramas usually have closed endings. For example, both examples end with the killer being caught in the end of Midsummer Murders and Broadchurch. But they always follow a linear narrative. So for example, if they find a clue in the second episode, then that would help them find the murderer for the finale, and then they could reference that clue. Similar to soap operas, crime dramas can also work with multi-camera techniques if they have a big episode. And that was my presentation. Thank you for listening.